Let us talk about creation and the creative, about art and making, about the width and depth of London's creative class and creative places, and challenge the definitions of what and where and who and when art is and can be. Let us applaud the grace of water as it passes us by through the four seasons and glance through hoar-frosted leaves at the sunlight that tumbles down on our upturned faces and know that we are blessed by the happy coincidence of time, place, season, and each other. Let us savor the lush aromas that slink out to our senses as we struggle valiantly trying to decide where to feast ourselves. Let us offer our quiet appreciation of a job well done by the ones behind the walls of the kitchen and by the ones who whisk out to our anticipation marvels of palate and poise. Let us scream our full-throated joy, never resisting the beat or resisting lifting our voice in harmony, never wishing to be released from sounds that drive our hearts and fill us with the impulse to dance. Let us praise and thank those who put together music so beautiful we are left breathless by the audacity of what just stirred our most secret places. Let us witness the grace of bodies in movement in the expression of the undefinable and gasp in wonder at the expression of a unique soul made manifest by the extension of arm, leg, neck, and toe. Let us fall into a palette of colors and lines and curves and that the holders of brush and pen and crayon and spray can make for us to gaze upon. Images so profound and of such whimsy that we want them all to ourselves, enshrined in our own private galleries to share with those closest to us. And let us clap and offer our thanks to the catchers of light, the ones with lenses big and small that tells a life story in a moment's thought, in a millisecond of movement on the finger of a shutter button, or in the tales longer told by photon catchers who tell us tales in campfire glows of cinemas and monitors. Let us marvel at the artisanship of the digital magicians as they create places of play and communication and industry that forward our entire world. That these keyboard wizards are as much a part of our creative class as of the arts of the dancer, the artist, and the dancer. Let us listen to the scribble of the poet and the novelist, the blogger, the news chronicle, the inspirer and the inspired as they reflect the experience of the city in which we live and the world we hope to see. In the sharing of the personal and the profound, the public and the plebeian, the reflective and the reasoned. Let us recognize the places we have come from in the procession of our stately buildings and homes as they wind by us in reflected window light of summer sun. Let us revel in the green embrace of our parks, trees, and spaces that we share with each other in summer. Be suffused by riotous colors, the falling of leaves, the girth of our harvest in fall. Let us contemplate the slow bubble of water and the stillness of snow and ice in winter, and let us explode in an ode to joy for the release of spring that it gifts us with. Let us celebrate the playwright and the director, the designer, the actor who stand before us in manufactured landscapes and make our collective narrative breathe and come to life. Let these thespians who speak the speech trippingly upon the tongue and dare to hold a mirror up to nature. Let us look around at the faces that pass us by and know that the whole world is in front of us in all its ages and live with us and treasure that this has happened in old London town. Let us grab hold of that diversity of sex and race and youth and age and gather it in the embrace of our beautiful, diversifying London. Let us decide to include hockey fans and monster truck rally goers and buyers of metal trees and not succumb to petty cynicism, but welcome anyone with the courage to share in it what we do. We invite them to feel a part of something greater, our collective culture. Let us go to the holders of public purses, inviting them to understand that with us toiling in the golden seam of creation, there would be no heartbeat at the fork of the Thames, that our food would be duller, our lives grayer, our streets drabber, and that there would be no laughter amongst the clowns or tears when the curtains fall. Let us decide to scatter the seeds of our creativity across the whole of the city, and not just those with pockets deep enough to pay the entrance fee. Let us reach into our schools, large and small, junior and senior, and grab by the scruff of the imagination the young, inspiring them to make things that would leave our efforts look pale and slight in comparison. Let us understand that we do not need to compare ourselves to other cities or places, but within our own nooks and crannies, our own parks and boulevards, that the whole of our lives are encapsulated. And all we need is see, and there before us, we will find the impulse and the muse of inspiration leaping to embrace us with outstretched arms. Let us understand that without the efforts of the creative class, this place would be so much less. And let us take responsibility and not decide to shake our fists at deaf heaven, but reach out to the people that pass us every day and let them know in no uncertain terms that we are here and we make this world, country, and city a better place to live in by the very act we are driven to do, creation. Let us decide for once and for all that we can no longer attract or expand, make new or revisit old, iterate or innovate without recognizing that the whole of our city is an experiment in art, and creativity. And let me offer my clumsy words, clumsily offered. I define art as play skillfully done, and all that is needed is to understand that anyone or any place can be average, but if we choose in this moment, at this time, and that this place, our place, is brilliant, and that we are, and have always been, a creative city.